You shot me, but your punks couldn't finish. Now you about to feel the wrath of a menace. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Chad. We out here. I haven't figured out how to multi-stream on every platform yet. Alright. No, I can't make a post on my story before I go live yet. But are we live? Yeah, Chad. Yeah, we are. Okay. So, all I'm saying is, your mom. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Oh, we gotta make sure I have the multi-stream up. Oh my gosh. It's crazy though. It is wild. I don't even know what you guys want to watch today or do, or what it is that we're even gonna talk about. I just wanted to make sure that I went live. You know, that's all. That was really it. It's been a while since I played RuneScape, I'm sure. You! Thanks for the gift. Appreciate you. Is that what that was? It all happened so fast. I don't know what happened. Que paso? Yeah, the conclusion on last night's stream was a man has never killed a lion with their bare hands. In known and recorded history, you know, but not like in legends they say that Gilgamesh, Hercules, Motherfumo, they killed lions with their bare hands, but
You are going live in 5 minutes.
Oh,
Prepare.
shit.
Ensure all
We're already live. Appreciate you though. Jarvis over there. See, a lion is like 350 to 500 pounds. That's a little too big for a person. 350 to 500 pounds? Hell no. Okay. I know what we're going down today, guys. I'm gonna have to change the title of the stream. Hold on. Maybe not. Maybe we just move on. What do you guys know about missing 411? Because I feel like missing 411 really took off and it was popular in the past. But I feel like it's become less known, and it should be because the incidences have not stopped. Ah, yeah. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Don't wait. Nice. You know what? Let's just check it out. Okay. I always like to, whenever we start one of these, hit Chat GPT with a little, yo, what's 411 type shit, you know? Give it to me, baby. Wasn't I just logged into it? Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's talk to this thing. Give me a brief introductory to what missing 411 is for a person who has never heard of it. Let's send it, baby. All right. Missing 411 is the name of a series. It is the name of a series of books and documentaries by David Paulides. that investigates unusual disappearances of people mainly in the United States national parks and wilderness areas. What did I tell you, people? Okay. At its core, the project collects cases where the circumstances don't fit normal patterns. People vanish without clear cause. Search dogs fail to track them. Belongings are left behind in strange ways, or bodies are later found in hard to explain locations. Pilates avoids claiming a single explanation. He doesn't say it's Bigfoot, UFOs, or government cover-ups, but instead lays out clusters of puzzling cases and invites readers to notice the pattern. That's what I'm saying, okay? That's what I'm saying. So, Pilates is a dude. So, I remember, shit. So, I remember that one of the weird, like, reoccurring a donation. What the fuck? How many times? How much did you donate? I cannot see that shit right now. I can't even see it. That's ridiculous.
Live streaming checklist. A pre-stream setup.
Oh my god. That shit is so loud. Alright. How's it going, Rob? Been a little while. Mind the gap. How you doing? We're doing pretty good. I've been doing pretty good. We were just going to go over missing 411 cases. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's pretty dope. Missing 411. The live stream setup checklist, it jumped up at me, bro. It did. I'm not good at it yet. I'm still figuring it out, but you know, Kevin's here. I mean, Kevin's not here. Kevin's gone. He moved. So, it's just us, guys. Rob's gonna have to figure it out. Holy shit, you're finally online. Yep. Kevin dipped on me, guys, so I had to figure it out. You know? But we're here. I figured it out. If the audio goes in and out, it's because someone's calling. Okay? Video capture. Okay. Whatever. All right. Ow. So, if I remember correctly here, guys, missing David Pilates was a former New York police officer. I could be wrong about this, but I'm just gonna see if I'm gonna guess, and it's gonna go for it after that. Who started to collect these strange missing people's reports? Okay. Now, These reports, these people aren't always dead, and they're not. Sometimes they're even found. All right, but they just have some really strange occurrences. Well, for instance, one of them is a reoccurring strange phenomenon in some of these missing people's reports is that their clothes are found neatly folded with their shoes on them, or their clothes are found neatly folded with the shoes on alongside the road, or in one case it was alongside of a guy's body, I think, and then another one the guy wasn't even like dead, he was just walking down the road naked, but his clothes were neatly folded in the same manner. I don't know. I can't imagine Sasquatch folding clothes like that image just blows my mind. Who knows what it is? But these things happen. All right. So take a trip with me into the unknown. We're gonna call this Rob's episode of the mysterious unknown. Open the Dennis Martin case on Wikipedia. Tikrom, why? I'm gonna have some nightmares tonight. Thanks, Rob. About folding clothes? All right. Now, let's keep in mind, these things actually happened.
Theories and correlation between them, and hopefully we can begin to
Shut your...
theories and correlation between them.
No, that guy's gay. What is this?
I'm Edna Keith's mother. I was visiting my parents in Ritter, Oregon, and so I said, "Oh, where's your brother?" And he said, "Oh, he went around the barn." Then we went back to find him, and he wasn't there.
This is him.
According to Oregon State Police, there are 41 missing children in Oregon.
It's an unknown what happened to these people.
All at once?
It extends far beyond just kids.
Hundreds of people vanished from our national parks and forests under very unusual but very similar circumstances.
What do you guys say we strap up, we get some body cameras on, and we go into where these people go missing, and we'll be live. We'll see if something tries to fucking missing us.
In a lot of these cases, search and rescue, or the volunteers searching people, have already gone over certain areas, not once, not twice, but even dozens of times. And then, the child is found there, maybe a year, maybe a few years later.
I think that I'm actually sitting here holding my son.
I want a fully auto 308. What does LFG stand for, Glass? Probably doesn't stand for what I'm imagining it means, so.
This is what I have left of him.
We're talking about a very large,
This is what I have left of him.
worldwide collective of information here.
And we turned around, and here was this little toddler walking out of the fog with absolutely no clothes on at all.
Well, it's troubling. You know, I got members of my search and rescue that aren't sleeping too well.
If you have areas that you don't even know there's missing people, it makes it really difficult to reinvestigate when more information comes.
Some of these situations are so unusual, you have to think beyond the bounds.
He's lying. It means looking for guys. Hit him up.
Says the reason why you didn't find any DNA or blood or anything on Jared's clothing is because either he or something removed his clothing. There's just too much. There are too many questions.
He or something removed his clothing.
Family's been accused of drug use and of sleeping with certain.
Always the first accusation.
Thinks, well, I'll come up to a polygraph. Go ahead. Go right on ahead. I have nothing to hide.
Everybody wants an answer. Hopefully someday we'll come up with it.
This is a little slow. Bitch, what? Hey! Hey, that pause was way too long. How we got him pausing that? Like, answer the question. Yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever, Tick Rom. It sounds like the swamp gas bouncing off the lights of Venus maybe what caused UFO sightings in the 1960s too. That was an actual government excuse. They printed that. They thought that was gonna work. They were like, nah, Johnny, run that one. People are gonna believe that shit. They actually fucking printed that. That happened. All right. I don't want to watch an hour-long video. I got to go to bed kind of early tonight, guys.
I'm not sure I would want to take my family through a national park after talking to you and reading Missing 411.
You know, George, one of the things I do when I talk to groups is I tell them I'm a big advocate of the national park system. I go all the time. But there's a couple things I won't do. I won't go alone. I always carry a personal transponder. And if you're taking kids, keep your kids in front of you and always keep them in sight.
Eloise Lindsay Page.
That is one of the more unusual stories along the Appalachian Trail in South Carolina. She was in Table Rock State Park. And I've written a lot about the Appalachian Trail. There's a lot of really unusual things that have happened there and a lot of strange disappearances all along. She was an older lady. I think she was in her early 20s, going to do a hike of 43 miles. And she was well prepared, lots of experience. She was going to get picked up, I think, 7 to 8 days after her drop-off point. Well, she wasn't there for the pickup point. Her story is that about 3 days into it, there were a series of men that were following her and harassing her on the trail. Now, when you just take it at that point, hey, maybe it's happened.
Maybe.
This went on for days. And eventually, 14, 18 days, a hunter finds her cowering in the woods.
Cowering. She's alive.
Alive. They bring her out, and she tells this story that these men followed her, harassed her. She did her backpack. She got rid of everything. And then she was eventually went to the hospital. The interesting part of the story to me isn't what she said, because she never explained exactly what she saw. But when her mom was interviewed, her mom said, I'm not sure what really happened to my daughter in the woods, and I don't really know for sure what my daughter saw in the woods.
Huh.
All right, guys. She got held in the woods for 18 days and used as a fleshlight by Sasquatch. Case closed. That's crazy. Part of her maybe liked it a little bit. Maybe she was happy when the hunter showed up. I don't know. That's wild. Was she naked? That's what I want to know.
Like she was not accepting the story of the men?
Or her daughter obviously wasn't comfortable in telling the whole story. But
all right, guys, I was in the woods for 18 days getting butt by Sasquatch. No one wants to tell that story. Do you want to tell that story? Nobody wants to tell that story, dude. That's crazy. I think she was getting raped by Sasquatch in the woods for 18 days. That's insane.
That scenario of the men along the Appalachian Trail, there's been many disappearances there over the years where people are just never found. There's a woman named Geraldine Largay that was in Maine that was walking the entire Appalachian Trail, and every day or every 2 days her husband would resupply her. She was 66 years old.
She was too old to survive.
I think maybe a little older. Phenomenal shape. She'd call her husband all the time. One day didn't call. Massive search. Maine Warden Service threw everything at that search, and even the wardens said they couldn't believe they didn't find anything of her. Still never been found.
She got 8, Chad. She might be found as poop somewhere later.
That was a real troubling one. Every once in a while, something very, very bizarre and strange happens, and these people disappear and aren't found. And I'm not talking just on very rural trails. I'm talking about on some of the main trails inside the park. There's a man named George Penka disappeared on one of the biggest trails in Yosemite 2 years ago.
I don't know if this is the one, but in case it is, the one that really stands out in my mind is where this guy goes missing. He's an avid hiker or whatever, been in the woods a lot. He goes missing and they search for him for days and they find his shoes and his pants, right? His pants are still tucked inside of his boots, but he's not in the pants. The shirt is ripped off too, but it's over there somewhere. It's on the ground. But inside of the boots are his feet. His bones of his feet, his whole foot is still in there, ripped off at the ankle. How'd this happen, Chad? It's gruesome, but I'll tell you. So this thing, after it killed him, or maybe before, was trying to get his clothes off of him, imagining so he could eat him, and stood on his feet and pulled him up by his arms and ripped his feet off, and they stayed inside of his boots, and then it just ate him and headed back down to the cave, because you know damn well these things are in a national cave system, okay? There is a huge cave system under every one of these parks. Big old shit. Big old one.
And I know some of the people that were involved with that, and they said there's no way that guy could have disappeared. He was a robust man, not in terrific shape. He wasn't going to go anywhere off the trail. He vanished, and to this day, they've never found him.
Yeah.
But you would think.
But they found his feet.
Screams, yells, help me.
You do.
None of that.
No.
Shit, it's
every
not
once in a
people.
while there'll be a small shriek, but again, a lot of times it can't be attributed directly to the victim. It's just something that happens in conjunction with the disappearance. And sometimes it's not even in that exact area that they believed that their son or daughter was in. So I'm not even sure if it's related, but they report it sometimes.
Does this story scare you?
Middle
I mean,
Earth.
you've been uncovering it for a number of years now.
So I can say that my own behavior has changed just a little. Like, I will not go in the woods alone. I will always carry I know Les Stroud, Survivor Man, personally, and I don't think
How about a Van Brace mounted pepper ball shooter? How about that? You know, these animals with their heightened senses, their smell, their sight, and their ability to track you down, that all works amazing for them until pepper spray or mace of any kind hits them in the face. And then all of those heightened senses work against them, okay? So, yeah. But the thing is, obviously you have to have some kind of gun, some firearm. But you know how many people are ambushed by a predator in the woods while walking on a game trail with their rifle, and they can't get their rifle up fast enough to fire before that thing nails them. Usually the hunter shoots them after the thing bites them or initially contacts them, but you're almost never fast enough to get a rifle up, or certainly not a pistol out of the holster. Unless that thing is mounted on your arm and you can't take it off, you're not going to be fast enough. I have a prototype for one I can see right there, but I'm not going to show you. It's a secret.
He would go into the woods without a personal trailer.
It has a flashlight on it too and shit like that. What I'm proposing here is like a survival van brace. If we're in woods that we know is that dangerous, why don't we have the survival kit right here? Why don't we have some mace, maybe like a small knife that can protrude out the front, maybe a long knife, maybe one off of the elbow, you know, so you can defend yourself. If you know you're somewhere where you could be ambushed at any moment by a predator of some kind. Keep that thing on you.
Transponder. So I can say that it's a foolish thing not to do that. If you can't afford one, almost every sporting goods outdoor store will rent one to you for $5 to $10 a day.
That's smart.
So carry that. And always tell a close friend where you're going to go in the times pure. Meaning, for some reason, bow hunting seems to be a more dangerous thing to do. Now, these aren't predator attacks to be fence disappear. On by a certain day, you tell them. A lot of the times, the hunters that disappeared, they're always alone. But more hunters on bow hunting side of the fence than the firearm side of the fence disappear. Meaning, for some reason...
We all know why. Because that fucking arrow didn't get the job done. Those things know that they've been, if they're there, they've been watching humans forever now. They're aware that we have guns. And they're probably wildly, you know, if they're watching you, they're watching you kill a deer. They're not going to watch you shoot a deer and then not go, oh, well, that would definitely kill me.
Bow hunting seems to be a more dangerous thing to do. Now,
unless you're fucking Lars Anderson. If you were Lars Anderson, you'd piece that thing up with a bow.
These aren't predator attacks, meaning bear, mountain lion, etc.
Right.
Oh, and at the times where their clothing is found, there's no evidence of that. You know, there would be evidence.
A bear doesn't conveniently unbutton you.
No. Or roll up your belt buckle or fold your
put
pants.
your shoes by your pants, yeah.
See,
Colorado,
that's what they're talking about.
In Colorado, a boy named Jared Atadero disappeared. His dad told a group of singles people that they could take his son to the fish hatchery a mile away. And unbeknownst to the dad, Alan, this group of young adults decided that they were going to go walk a trail and never told the dad, and took Jocelyn and Jared on this walk up this trail. They were single people. They didn't know that you're supposed to watch kids real close. Yeah. Jared ran ahead of the group, walked up and saw a couple fishermen. And Jared asked the fisherman, "Are there any bear around here?" And the fisherman got upset and said, "No bear around here." And he was hitting the water with a stick, and they told him, "Hey, don't do that."
Chasing the fish away.
Right. They let this kid go. Jared walked on. Was never seen alive again.
Smart.
Now, 4 years later, and 600 feet up the trail, I've been on this trail 20 times. And George, I can tell you, I've never made a tougher climb in my life. It was probably 70 degrees, almost straight up, for 600 feet. Exhausting. And at the top, and in this boulder-ridden area, they found his skull cap, and they found one tooth sitting on top of a log.
One tooth.
And then they found his shoes, sweatshirt, and his pants. Now, imagine this scenario.
4 years later.
4 years later, 4 winters in Colorado. Yeah. They turn all the evidence over to Colorado Bureau of Investigation, and I have held the shoes. George, they look brand new. Like they were never sitting outside.
Never weathered.
His skull cap
were turned inside out. And
that's because that's what happens when they get pulled off naturally.
Colors. Now, I've interviewed Alan, his dad.
And they didn't look like they were out in the weather for 4 years.
No.
All right, guys. I'll solve this one for you, too. So he got snatched. And whatever snatched him has the ability to carry him and climb the side of a steep hill. It climbed up there, it got a nice perch on its log, and it sat there pulling his clothes off while he ate him. And the only parts he didn't eat were things like the skull cap. He probably ate his face and everything, and one of his teeth came out. He's not going to chew your teeth. They're too hard. Now, the truth is, he probably left a bunch of teeth and some other parts there, but over the 4 years that had passed, other animals had come and picked it away. But that's what leftover dinner looks like.
At least. It's as if something brought it back, maybe within days.
That's to me what it looks like. But
you can't keep clothes out there in Colorado for 4 years without it looking like somebody was in a mud wrestling contest.
Well, then you think about the wind and the rain and the snow. You think it
it's
would have
dirty.
been blown
It's
off,
yeah,
right? So,
Skullcap
and
people.
Speaking to Alan, interviewing him, he said one thing my son never did is he never tied his shoes.
Yeah.
And I've talked to a lot of people, and I don't understand it. If a mountain lion had grabbed him or a bear had grabbed him and drug him up that hill, there's no way those shoes would have stayed on his feet. The clothing was presented to 4 different mountain lion experts, and each of them said there's no way a mountain lion killed that boy. There would have been blood all over the clothing. His garments would have been no help.
Yeah.
Okay, if Sasquatch is real up there inside of these national forest guys, what we have to really wrap our brain around from a scientific standpoint is that you have a bipedal ape, North American ape. So you should think of this as like a large bipedal gorilla running around the woods that is mainly carnivorous. See, we don't have this in the Congo and other places that large gorillas live. There is a wide variety of fruits and vegetables and different things to eat. There's not any fruit in our forests. Okay, so if we had a gorilla living here in the American forests, that it would be primarily carnivorous. I mean, it could eat a little bit of berries and things like that and nuts, but it would be carnivorous. And many apes eat other smaller monkeys. Guys, we're just smaller monkeys. So if you really, think about what it means if that's really running around out there, then there is a large, 400 to 800 pound, maybe bigger, gorilla running around the woods that's very sneaky and likes to eat people. Yeah, it's a game changer.
No assistance, no explanation, and people will just want to wash their hands of it and walk away. And that is a recurring scenario. I don't care what country you're in, that is what's happening.
Do these parents...
What's up, Unicorn? How are you?
Think might have happened?
So in the case of Jared Adadero,
Maddie,
Alan, his dad is
how you doing?
Is a teacher in Colorado. And I've interviewed him many times. And he has a very open mind.
What does that mean?
He has a difficult time believing that that clothing was out there for 4 years.
Is he to type? Why are you wearing clothes?
In the
Is it
middle
cold?
of this big search effort, maybe 2 weeks into it, by somebody saying that they're from the sheriff's office and they were withholding information from you. And he said, I hope you find the truth someday. And they hung up.
Huh. That's weird.
Very weird. And Alan's told me before it's bothered him ever 16, 17 years later. And he and I have some really good discussions.
You have to
He read
wee?
my book.
Go
He
to the
contacted
bathroom.
me and he said, Dave, you're one of the few guys that was willing to tell the truth and tell the whole story. And he said, a lot of people just want to think
That's
it's
funny.
something natural. The local press will just
Yes,
say, oh,
Master
it's a
Nate.
mountain lion attack.
Mountain lion by the elements.
I see what you did
Exactly.
there.
And he said, few want to get in and know the facts and hear from experts.
Yeah.
Larry Dwayne Krebs.
He was at Lake Texoma in southern Oklahoma. And,
Bro, get this
they were
fucking
out
villain
in the
off
middle of
my
the afternoon
screen.
One day,
Why are you
collecting
drinking
firewood.
honey all the
His
time?
dad said 8 paces behind him.
8.
He could hear him.
8.
And
This desk is 4 feet long.
This is missing
So we just
411. Okay? If you don't know what it is, then you're fucking retarded. She was never the same. No, she wasn't. David Polites. I mean, there's some crazy missing 411 cases, guys. Watch something good. Watch it. Shut up.
On June 14th, 1969, the Martin family...
Shut the
Give them a look, and if
fuck
they enjoy them,
up!
I do come back every Monday, so the
I'll
other
come
family
back
was
every
returning from a
Monday.
hike, and when they could hear them coming, little Dennis decided he wanted to play a little prank.
Oh, fuck little Dennis, bro.
Like any footprints that might have survived that rainstorm were probably stomped all over by the 1,400 people looking.
Shut the... Alright. I'm rubbing my gloved hands together evilly. Watch Rob getting publicly executed. That's fucking crazy. I will give another sub if you dance. Is that dancing? Is that dancing? Is this dancing? I think all of that's dancing. I think it's dancing. Don't sub to him. He doesn't deserve it. Unicorn, shut the fuck up. What do you want to watch? We can scroll through this one a little bit. You can see, like, look at this peak one right
4
here.
p.m. that afternoon, they'd reached River Mile 213, which is situated close to Pumpkin Springs. The lead guide of the party...
I can't take that guy's voice. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. The case of Aaron Hedges.
One of the most unsettling missing 411 cases is that of Aaron Hedges, a 38-year-old experienced hunter who went missing in Montana's Crazy Mountains in 2014. Despite the fact that these mountains are extremely easy to navigate. And
He's with a bunch of people. He's fine. No one knows what you're fucking saying right now. Okay? Nobody knows. Some come back. Changed forever.
David Politis back on Coast to Coast. Hello, David.
How you doing, George? Really, what's going on right now?
Your latest Bigfoot book. Tell us about this. Another incredible story.
So this one I kind of fell into. I'm still 100% committed to the missing people side of the fence. They're unrelated topics. And in this, I wrote two other Bigfoot books, The Hoopa Project and Tribal Bigfoot. And those I used affidavits on the witnesses, meaning that they had to sign an affidavit under penalty of perjury for what they saw. And we brought in a...
Let's go! I found the boy! Thanks for the sub.
People saw.
Appreciate you.
I stumbled into it kind of through a back door. I was doing the archival searches on missing people. And I was going back to the 1700s.
Okay.
And I noticed that there
Listen
were
to this shit.
articles in the newspapers about something that we would know as Bigfoot or Sasquatch. But back in the 1800s, it was called the Wild Man. And
The Wild Man?
There's a lot of maybe side stories about people living off the grid, etc., that would be called wild men. But these that I started to cut out years ago were about a large biped.
I'm always alone.
Body,
I'm never alone. God's with
long
me.
arms, etc. And I got to put up a thanks to Tom Powell, another Bigfoot researcher out of Oregon, that he really, when I saw his presentation about how all of the things in our world may be tied together, meaning mounds, giants, Bigfoot.
Whose
I started to pay
presentation?
attention to that after I saw his presentation. And I started to accumulate these stories. And not only was I finding wildman stories from hundreds of years ago, but I was also finding stories about how farmers and ranchers and fishermen were finding giant skeletons. And at the beginning, I kind of thought, maybe this is just hocus pocus, but there were too many of them.
Too many of them.
And the phenomenal thing to me was in many of the stories, they talked about turning over the skeleton to the Smithsonian. And in other instances, they turned them over to state museums.
Unreal.
And I know other researchers that have followed this up. And
Fuck those state museums. Okay? Fuck them. Just kidding. Love you guys. Sponsor my shit. Missing people and portals. Alright guys, check this out. I'm sure they're gonna cover it on this one. Largest cave systems, and then disappearing people. You guys notice, can we watch Moo Moo Moo?
Hey guys, so did you know hundreds of people vanish in America's national parks every year? And sometimes something even stranger happens. The military shows up, almost immediately, just out of the blue. Then poof, just disappears without any explanation. The National Park Service runs thousands of search and rescue missions yearly, yet there's no national database tracking how many remain missing. Estimates suggest there's over 2,000 unresolved cases, but no one really knows the true number. There's Dennis Martin, a 6-year-old who vanished in 1969. He went missing while camping with his family in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee. It was Father's Day. He was with his dad, his grandfather, his older brother. It was a tradition for this family on this weekend. His case triggered one of the largest searches in park history, yet no trace of him was ever found. Or the Death Valley Germans, a family of 4 who disappeared in 1996, but years later only a few partial remains were ever recovered, and they were in places that had already been searched. Their final moments are still a total mystery. And then there's the case of Thomas Messick, an 82-year-old hunter who vanished in the Adirondacks in 2015, despite being one of the largest search operations in New York State history. Not a single trace of him or his gun or any of his clothing was ever found. And witnesses reported a strange metallic noise and total silence in the forest right before he disappeared.
America's national parks are beautiful.
3 recent terrifying national park disappearances.
All right, guys. And Rob didn't get on to sing me happy birthday. Sorry. I totally forgot, bro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, fuck. Why'd the window close? Happy birthday, dear Nate. A happy birthday to you. This is ucking terrible. Master Nate. Master Bait. You know, because I'm on that OVO crew. Sponsor my shit. I show the owl and then boom, Drake shows up in the chat. I don't know what's going on, chat, but I'm in. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm in.
I've been separated from my group.
This is real.
It's been a couple of hours now, I think. I'm not sure. I was trying to find my way out, and I can't. But I'm gonna stay here. I don't think that I went too far. I'm not sure that I don't know the name of the cave.
This is me when I get drunk downtown and I can't find my friends. This is exactly what happens. I don't know where I'm at. I think the name of the bar I'm in. What's the name of this bar? And then everybody's like, fuck, this guy's drunk.
The last entry point was somewhere near Tulum, Guantanamo, Mexico. If someone can notify the police.
Tulum. Wait. Chat, where the fuck is this guy?
Tulum, Guantanamo, Mexico. If someone can.
Guatemala. Tulum. Guatemala, Mexico. Real quick here, chat. Is that what he said? Yeah, Tulum, Guatemala, Mexico. Where the fuck is this at here, okay? An archaeological site. Seaside site of an ancient walled city. This is where this motherfucker's at, chat. It looks like similar to Teotihuacan. I was there. I was in Mexico. I climbed the pyramids. I've even seen a camel satisfy. Wait, I've even seen a grown man satisfy a camel. No, I'm just kidding. But I actually did climb the pyramids, and I actually was there. That looks like Cancun Beach, to be real with you. Somewhere near Tulum. And this guy must have gone into a cave. Look, because you know there's big badass cave systems in there, don't you? Damn, chat! I want to climb up in that motherfucker. You know there's some juicy shit down in the bottom of that fucking thing. That whole thing's probably a giant pyramid that's just been buried in shit. Tell me this don't look like hidden treasure. You know that pyramid. Okay, chat. Look. This way. You see that shit? You know damn well that that little fucking building up there is down here. It would be all in here area. Who saw that? Rob. If it isn't listed, listened, it isn't deleted, insignificant, it isn't. That's crazy. Bars? Look at this though, bro. That's some Treasure Island shit. You know damn well. You know damn well there's a little cave. You just go right from this way into that bitch. You know damn well you can. Oh, you know. Okay, so back to our boy. That's where our boy's at. Okay? That's where the fucking boy's at.
Notify the police or the authorities or someone can help. I'm gonna stay here. I have water and some food.
Homie said, and some food. He's got a scorpion. He has one scorpion.
I'm gonna stay here.
Hello, friends.
He was never
Steve
seen
Stockton
again.
Here with you. Now, Reconnect is a place where many people meet their end or just mysteriously vanish. Rasco. On November 19th, 2015, park rangers at the Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky noticed that a car had been sitting in the car park for around 2 weeks. This immediately set off warning bells, and after doing some digging for information, they discovered that the car belonged to 40-year-old Randy Rasco. As the car had been there for quite some time, the park rangers set about searching for Randy right away. But when he couldn't be found in or near the parking area, the others contacted Randy's
There's another
family
guy.
to see if they...
There's another guy that went missing in the national park system.
Everything was normal. On a regular basis, brother took up his belongings. Sherry said they found...
Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this real quick, chat. I got a question here. Where do people go missing more than anywhere else in the world? Like, where is the undisputed #1 spot in the world? Let's see what the GPT says, baby. Says they don't want you looking. Reporting systems, legal government transparencies, populations, but I can't share with you this. Yeah, just look how it beats around the fucking bush, chat. Okay, so where's the #1 place in the United States that people go missing? Bigfoot touched your no-no square. That's what happened to that one chick earlier. It's not funded by an underground dog fighting ring, you fucking nutcase. I mean the specific area that the person went missing. The number one place where people go missing there. Why is this so hard? I feel like it would be the Alaskan Triangle. Something like that. Recently, sources say the Grand Canyon has recorded the highest number of missing persons reports amongst the national parks. Between February 2018 and June 2023, over 1,100 confirmed missing people were filed. How many of them weren't? What? That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy, chat. You gotta get on it. That's it, bro. What's up, Glass? Yeah, legal for murder or something. Yeah. So what I like to do is like go Grand Canyon and like missing people, right? And then like Grand Canyon and like cryptids, you know, just totally different, but.
The Grand Canyon is a huge crack in the earth, so ancient and gigantic that it seems to hide secrets we can never solve.
Reminds me of your mother.
Its beauty is breathtaking, but behind it lurks something terrifying. Among all the national parks in the United States, this canyon is the most dangerous. Over 100 years, more than 1,000 people have disappeared here without a trace. From February 2018 to June 2023 alone, over 1,100 disappearances were recorded. June 2023
you guys hear that?
Disappeared here without a trace. From February 2018 to June 2023 alone, over 1,100 disappearances were recorded. Every year, the canyon claims about 12 lives, as if deciding who to drag into its depths forever. Get ready to hear some frightening stories about newlyweds whose daring rafting trip down the Colorado River ended in mysterious disappearance.
Newlywed.
About an experienced tourist who vanished on a desert plateau without a trace, and about a guide who disappeared right
my back would crack just now.
As if the canyon had swallowed him, leaving only questions without answers.
I wish the canyon would swallow me.
Newlywed, but with a vessel was a 20-foot flat-bottomed boat that Glenn built himself.
There's your problem. There you go. Mystery solved.
Dangerous secrets. Join us as we will read the hike with Ned Bryant and his daughter, Madeline Bryant. The trio started on a
Show us your
journey
butt
across the Shivwitz Plateau. They plan to exit the canyon through Separation Canyon, with dreams of riverside camping in the starting days and an optimistic
Open your
finish on
butt,
June
Rob.
26th,
Unicorn, what the
equipped
fuck
with
is
2
wrong?
gallons of water.
All right,
a
I'll
week's
do
worth
it.
of food and vital hiking gear. Roberts joined the expedition prepared for the challenges ahead. The group faced a decision point on a hill at 4:45 p.m.
I don't know about this.
as the sun dipped behind the canyon
Please
walls.
open your
Roberts
butt.
decided to take a different route. The plan was to reunite on the other side of the hill. Suspense turned to concern when it extended to the Coconino County. The 3 men's deaths.
Man, the Grand Canyon's fucking taking people out. Let's not play. This probably ain't real. This probably ain't real. Do I have a snack out there? I want to bite something.
Archaeologists have uncovered a vast hidden temple complex buried deep within the Grand Canyon's most inaccessible region. Using LiDAR scans and drone footage, the team revealed towering sandstone pillars, ceremonial chambers, and mysterious symbols carved into the rock, structures believed to predate known indigenous civilizations. The discovery is sparking debate among historians and could rewrite the ancient history of North America. Archaeologists have uncovered a vast hidden temple complex buried deep within the Grand Canyon's most inaccessible region. Using LiDAR scans and drone footage, the team revealed towering sandstone pillars, ceremonial chambers, and mysterious symbols carved into the rock, structures believed to predate known indigenous civilizations. The discovery is sparking debate among historians and could rewrite the ancient history of North America. Archaeologists have uncovered a vast hidden temple complex buried deep within the Grand Canyon's most inaccessible region. Using LiDAR scans and drone footage, the team revealed towering sandstone pillars, ceremonial chambers, and mysterious symbols carved into the rock, structures believed to predate known indigenous civilizations. The discovery is sparking debate among historians and could rewrite the ancient history of North America.
Bradley University is the Amazon on Walmart's Blu-ray player.
Buried deep within the Grand Canyon's most inaccessible.
You guys are ridiculous. I love you guys though. Avoid Arizona.
In the summer of 2016, Floyd Roberts III and his friend Ned Bryant went for a hike in the Grand Canyon. They were accompanied by Ned's daughter, Madeline, and they all had a decent amount of experience and familiarity within the canyon. Floyd, who was an ex-NASA employee and computer programming teacher, he was an experienced hiker and had hiked many times in the Grand Canyon with no issue. He saw this as an opportunity to show his friend and his
Tesla Cybertruck. What is it that you want, Unicorn? Unicorn! I wanted Rob's Grand Canyon. All right, Master Nate. Okay, the moment came, went. It's gone now. Ridiculous. I can't even sext women because my phone is the camera. Okay. I wasn't fucking ignoring you. Maybe a little bit. All right. Ow! Ugh. So I fell off a Segway and have a big ass bruise on my leg. Man, I've been working a second job, guys, and it sucks. But I've been working it in the morning. I just get my ass up at 5 a.m., go live an entirely different life, get really exhausted, come back here, get cleaned up, and by 3 p.m. I'm fucking cleaning the dojo, ready to teach martial arts, and then I'm streaming to you guys. Can you sit on my face? Hell yeah, Unicorn. Let's fucking go. Look at this bruise, though. Can you guys see that shit? Shit's gnarly as fuck. It's all fucking swelled up here. I ate shit on the Segway. Fell off hard as shit. He's doing a striptease for us. No, I'm not. Nice ass. You guys are ridiculous, you know that.
His friend's daughter around a few trails that he had discovered while doing
Damn, Maddie Caldwell.
The group planned to do a 9-day backpacking trip, camping every night and enjoying the sights and sounds of the breathtaking Arizona wildlife. Just a few days into their trip, they came across a large hill. The group had run into no problem.
I live in Minnesota.
They decided to split up. Ned and his daughter would hike over the hill, and Floyd would hike around it. They had split up before, deciding on a meeting place that Ned and his daughter, and the hill left them both tired and thirsty. When they made it to the top of the hill, the two
What do you mean, why am I doxing myself?
The downward incline. When Ned and his daughter made it to the meeting place that they had decided on with Floyd, they noticed that they had beaten him back. While a little strange, they didn't think much of it. Surely, going around the large hill would take a considerable amount of time, and maybe Floyd had gotten tired.
Turn thigh
After all, it was
off.
a particularly brutal day. The pair waited for Floyd until the next 10 minutes. No sign of their Floyd himself. It might cost them a day trip to...
Yeah. That wasn't that
happened here
intriguing.
with Robert and Donna Spangler.
All right, guys, let's hit Grand Canyon cryptids.
Our next example of a disappearance in the Grand Canyon was the case of a 22-year-old man named Morgan Heimer. Morgan was an experienced guide for hiking trips in the Grand Canyon.
Guy was like a douche.
In his abilities to lead groups of hikers through the area, and he knew his way around the trails and hiked on a regular basis.
Everywhere you look, everywhere you are, there's a fun. I know. The cat crouched on a ledge directly above us. What is this? He's so fucking fine.
Pulled my rifle around, working the lever to chamber around. 10 yards. I could see details.
Okay, gay. I want to hear like a report. Someone's like, no, I fucking saw it. It's fucking real. Arizona Bigfoot. I'm ovulating.
The Mogollon monster
I'll be over in 10 minutes.
Terrorizes the state of Arizona, standing
Mogollon monster. So this is another variation name. I need him in the way that I wouldn't walk for a week. I can make that happen. Not without a limp. Palmer, hi, Dad. Yeah, hi. How are you? How are you, son?
over 7 feet tall. This large bipedal creature is covered in long black or reddish brown hair, with piercing red eyes and a strong, pungent odor.
Red eyes, I doubt.
Reports say it's nocturnal, omnivorous.
That's an interesting totem pole of a Sasquatch.
Walking with wide strides.
Damn, guys, that's kind of a crazy video, though.
Leaving behind.
I'm neglecting you, Palmer. Can you send me child support? I need money. I need money too. So tell your rich ass mother.
Footprints and throwing stones from hidden location.
I'm getting stoned in hidden location.
With a blood-curdling
I feel like I know that guy.
Scream that echoes through the woods. Interesting how similar it appears to other supposed.
Chat. It's just me at 5 a.m. Chat, it's fucking me at 5 a.m., bro. That's all that is. It's just me at 5 a.m., guys. There's too much hate in this world. Spread love. Oh my god, you're a manic episode. Alright, that's about it for me tonight, guys. I gotta go to sleep, or I'm not gonna get 8 hours of sleep, because I gotta live 3 lives. But it was a pleasure. I'll be on again tomorrow night, no matter how fucking tired I am. And I might play RuneScape, but only if Unicorn absolutely hates it. Kevin's gone, guys. He dipped on me, dipped on you guys, he dipped on us. He won't be back. So, but guess what? 2 things you'll never hear. Rob quit. I love you guys though. Sleep tight.